At times, the wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 felt unbearable. I remember booting up the game for the first time with my cousin in a PlayStation party. I remember he started crying when the Don't Think Twice instrumental started to play. I remember at one point thinking, that's a little silly, the game hasn't even started yet. Little did I know that Kingdom Hearts 3 would make me cry 5 times in my first 2 playthroughs. Tears of pain and tears of joy. Hello everyone, Ryder here, and today I'm going to walk you through the 5 times that Kingdom Hearts 3 made my eyes water. That's it, they just watered. I had allergies, I don't know what, there was nothing else going on, you know? If you can do me a favor of liking this video and letting me know when Kingdom Hearts 3 made you emotional as well down in the comments below, it would help this video reach a wider audience. Thank you. Also, it's important to note that this list isn't in any specific order, I just kind of jumped around a little bit. After going through the main story and not putting the game down for over 18 hours, I reached the first time I got a little bit emotional. When arriving to help Aqua, I had grown very accustomed to the 0.2 story and realized that the only way to help Ventus and Terra was to find Aqua. Finding her as Dark Aqua was something I expected as it was in the trailer, but by the time I started fighting her as Sora, I realized that her battle quotes were a little untraditional. She had many mentions of other characters failing her and how her loneliness got to her.
You don't know what true loneliness is. Now you can share in the terror I felt. No help ever came. Shouldn't have abandoned me. I wandered the shadows endlessly. I waited for so long.
The theme and battle quotes stirred something up in me that I didn't expect. By the time I beat her with a pirate boat, of course, strictly for the meme, I was ready to save her. Seeing her on Destiny Islands was great, but hearing Aqua not believe she had made it back made me feel terrible. It was only when the others assured her that she was back.
You're in the realm of light.
You're home. You're home!
Mainly Riku, as he told her that she was back in the realm of light. Then, I shed a tear for Aqua. Being able to wrap up the story in 0.2 and bring Aqua back to the realm of light surprised me. I didn't believe I cared so much about her. Do you? Like, me neither. If you were cool like me, you wouldn't need subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or, of the Symphony of, subscribe for more. After the Guardians showed up to the graveyard and defeated the massive Heartless wave, only to 5 minutes later have Terranort rip most of them apart, was a surprise for sure. It was a massive hit to the team's ego, but it was nothing they couldn't handle, or so I thought. Many of the characters were down, but they weren't out. If they were to do anything about the increasing Heartless threat, the time was now. But before they had time to think, the Heartless tornado, okay, that's a little silly, had already formed. Shooting waves of demon towers at them, the team, who was already unprepared, took a hit. Group for group, characters were being slaughtered in front of my eyes. Lastly, Kairi was taken from Sora, and he tried to grab her hand, but he couldn't save her. They were all gone. And Sora screams. His friends were his power, and they were all gone. This scene actually made me take a 5-minute break, as I needed to regather myself after watching that for the first time. After watching this team of silly Disney characters come together to fight against the darkness, they were all gone, and that was hard. Knowing that the game wasn't over, they were going to recover, but how? It was only after Sora found Chirithy that I was in a better place. After going through the graveyard and the Triple Nort fight, I knew Kairi was kidnapped, although it wasn't at the front of my mind. As I did play the game from beginning to end, I kind of was, tired. Seeing Xehanort have the final clash by slicing an unconscious Kairi on the back, crystallizing her soul, and it shattering in front of the player was traumatizing. I'd grown up with Kingdom Hearts. Seeing Sora and Kairi never quite get the relationship together that they deserved was always something that kind of bothered me a little bit. So as I was coming to the end of the game, I assumed we'd get to see them together again. Well, not today. And not until at least the ending of Kingdom Hearts 4, as she was taken from him. Watching Sora lose Kairi felt like I lost part of myself at the time, and seeing Sora in such despair honestly shattered me. Sora's despair quickly became hopeful as the full cast had joined him. They could still stop Xehanort, and there was no time to mope around anymore. Sora moved on with Donald and Goofy. Now, on my second playthrough, I was so incredibly excited to play the end of this game again, as I beat the game a couple days ago and was fast to restart the playthrough. As Sora and the gang fought to stay alive to the dark tornado this second time, Sora, desperate to stop a repeat of the last chain of events, quickly ran at the tornado alone. Suddenly, Ephemer revealed himself and gave Sora the Keyblade Lights of the Past and used them to defeat the darkness to one of the best Kingdom Hearts dearly beloved tracks I've ever heard. The music, the Union Cross references, the spectacle. It's one of the most fun plot minigames in the series, and I still love every second of it to this day. All of this, left me crying tears of joy as I played through this section again on my second playthrough, and it was amazing. Going back to my first playthrough, I'd finally beaten the game and watched the final interactions with characters on Destiny Islands. Naminé and Shion, Donald and Goofy, making sandcastles, Lee, Ventus, and Aiza playing Frisbee. These moments were so wholesome, but Sora had left to find Kairi, wherever that was, only for all the characters to gather and look at Sora and Kairi, who were just sitting on the bench holding hands. I was shocked to see that Sora found her off screen. They say something to themselves that looks like it's either thank you or I love you. Then the camera pans back to the wide shot. The sun shines into frame. At first I thought it looked like Kairi would disappear, but only then was it Sora that disappeared. I remember then sending a video to my cousin who, in the beginning of this experience, I thought, that's kind of silly that he cried. And I sent him a photo of me crying and being like, wow, this game destroyed me. You know, I waited 14 years for it unofficially and 6 years officially just for it to ruin me. But thankfully Remind came along and fixed some of my annoyance and grief with that. But it's been such a great ride. Kingdom Hearts 3 was fantastic. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. Please hit the subscribe button and comment below. Tell me one of your favorite emotional moments in Kingdom Hearts 3.